let's go open up that shortcut. This shortcut is actually, it's the only way you can open it, but holy crap is it super useful. I mean, you can't really use it unless you get through past the dragon. You definitely can't kill him on your first playthrough, like right off the bat though. And stab. So down there, because the way that we went through, where I was under the bridge, you kind of go around through under the bridge and you take up the ladder. There's two enemies, two regular enemies. This is a great sword. That's an ultra great sword by standards, but that's his great sword. You can get it, and anyways, you go under the bridge. There's two undead enemies, one with a spear? I think one with a spear and one with a sword. Both of them had shields and stuff, but you get past those, there's like, I think 3 rats. So there I get so here I just got the Black Knight Greatsword, which is pretty cool. Like how he launched me in the air, you can do that move. Like any move that you can do, that they can do, pretty much you can do. And, I'm running back here so I can open up the shortcut that takes us down to the bonfire that, we were at earlier. Just make sure you do not press the wrong button, otherwise you fall down and you pretty much lose all your progress. If you kick the ladder, there you go. You can go down there where we just were, or not just were, but we were a little while ago. I think if you save and quit and come back here, the dragon will be there, but I'm not sure. But also that bonfire there is also a warp point. You can warp to the bonfire. Here, I'm gonna just snipe out these guys. It's smart to bait the iron boar, and there's only 3 iron boars in the game. This is the first one that you encounter. I think you have to attack him in the only unarmored area of his body, which is his, his ass. Literally, his ass is his weak spot. But I thought that that fire bombs would work, but apparently they don't. At least not very well. The reason why I'm sniping these guys especially is because, let's see. I think that guy right here, he runs over and shuts that gate and makes you take the long way around. Or at least one of those undead guys does. That was a nice shot. I thought I would have hit the boar, but oh well. I think there's another one more guy. So, see, it did okay damage. So it's not very. Because I know that I think he used to have a fire weakness, but now he doesn't. This was before they updated it. Oh well. Backstab. Yeah, backstab is one of the actual few things that is really useful. Here we're gonna get the there's a mystery key in this area. And you want to watch out for these zombies here. Because some of them are hiding, like, out of your line of sight when you walk in. And some people will, like, say ambushed ahead, so people would, like, if you're online, there might be a message saying ambushed ahead. What am I doing? I am looking for, where's the gold tracer? Where is it? And here it is. And I want my Dark Silver Tracer. So essentially, I just turned into Lord's Blade Kieran. So down there, I'm not getting it yet. I'm gonna go clear all these enemies first. I don't know why, I just feel like it. This Gold Tracer is really useful. You don't get it until the DLC, obviously, but it's a Twinkling Titanite weapon, so it's a unique weapon. I dropped down, but hey, at least I got to the mystery key faster. And you're gonna need this mystery key if you want to get a sunlight medal, what else? You get a sunlight medal, and you get to try an invasion offline. That's part of a NPC's storyline. You have to kill one of the NPCs, and you lose a bonfire for a temporary amount of time. But you get it back. But you won't get it back for a while. I mean, when I say you lose it, I mean you can't sit down at it. So, here, let's roll off here. Whatever items that I pick up that don't actually pop up saying this is the item, that means I have a full stack of it, and it's just stuff that you can buy real easily. I think it was arrows or bolts or something. I can't remember. Now that item over here is what we really need, the basement key. So one of the undead enemies would run to that mechanism, and he would shut the gate, and it would make you take the long way around. Let's go get the halberd. And I'm hearing footsteps, and here is a Balder Knight. Ah, oh, beautiful, beautiful riposte. So I'm gonna show you the whole area around here, so you guys get a better idea of like. So you can take the longer one, so you don't have to worry about 3 Balder Knights, like just completely destroying you. And there's there's also a channeler here. You don't really, and this channeler does not respawn, but there are ones that do respawn, but that's only in the Duke's Archives, which is later in the game. We're actually going to quickly visit there later. Much later. Once we actually get the... I cannot aim high enough. Shit. Wait. Nope. I cannot. How is he shooting me vertically? Aha. Yeah, suck on that. Probably should have used sunlight spear instead. Okay, so he's back. I can't shoot him from there. So this guy up here guards a Firekeeper soul. Now what these do, they upgrade your Firekeeper souls upgrade your Estus Flask, so they grant you more HP. The only thing about that is, you can use it to upgrade your Fire Estus, or you can get 5 humanity and like 5,000 or 10,000 souls. I don't know, but that's not recommended, especially on your first playthrough. If you accidentally use it, you're kind of fucked. So that guy, and also that guy does not respawn. And let's grab my Dragon Slayer Great Bow again and shoot him right in the gut. There's going to be a lot of zombies up there, but we're not going to go up there quite yet. Oh, that's a Titanite chunk or shard. Oh, so you want to open up... We're going to open that shortcut, and that'll take us down to... we'll take that down probably later. Kill that Balder Knight. And... let's see, is there a better item to deal with a giant pack of enemies? Yeah, let's use the Obsidian Greatsword. And I get interrupted, so it's... yeah. This is why you want to bait them. I'm just Ramboing this whole thing. And... oh my god. If you're fortunate enough to have the channeler actually drop... if you guys saw, I'm not picking it. I'm not gonna pick it up, but you can pick up the channeler's weapon, which is a channeler's trident. If you two-handed and strong attack it, you can do his weird dance. I think that was, no, wait, yeah, it was, yeah. Oh, I thought for a sec he didn't actually drop it, but he did. I think. Anyways, you can do his weird dance. I don't know what it does, but anyways, this is where you want to go for your mystery key.
Oh, then I am in luck, as you can...
So he's locked up in here, and when you open up the thing, you want to find the mystery key so you can get a sunlight medal.
I truly appreciate this, and I guarantee a reward. Only later.
So he's gonna give you the sunlight medal after you kill the gargoyle, the guardians. Whoops. So get some humanity here. Oh, and those carvings, you, let's see. I don't, so humanity is used to kindle bonfires and, increase your item drop rate. If you have 10, that's the highest that the escalation will be at its peak. But, after that, it doesn't, like, go up as high. Like, if, for example, if it was like from 9 to 10 humanity, it's, let's say, for example, it's 50. But 10 to 11, it'd be 25. So it'd be pointless. It'd be less. So it's kind of pointless to do that. So we are gonna go grab. First, we're gonna shoot these guys out. Let's see, in the head. Oh, beautiful shot. I'm starting to, even though I've played this game a bunch, never quite, oh, 2 headshots. I never quite got a handle on the bow, because it's kind of not exactly where it is. Probably Titanite Shard. That over there is where the Night Shield is, which is what that Petrus of Thorland was holding. It's a pretty decent shield. You can also get a crystal version of it later in the game, where it already has a crystal upgrade. See if I can get a backstab. Where I failed on the Black Knight, I succeed on the Balder Knight. There's the Night Shield, and it's a pretty decent all-around shield. The weird thing is I don't like using I like using some of the weapons in this game, but I prefer the heavier weapons or just the, like the Gold Tracer and stuff like that. Because the Gold Tracer does some pretty good bleeding damage as well. Oh, and this is the other way from, like, the entrance to the church. You can take that way, and you go through here, and you just book it through. So we're gonna go to the, probably one of the most important places that you'll probably be visiting here quite a few times if you're upgrading your weapons. Not ascending them to boss weapons, but upgrading them in general, especially in the beginning of the game. Oh yeah. Go down here. So you can hear the hammer of the first blacksmith. And here I'm just looking at my stuff that I just trying to get rid of my stuff. The silver pendant, you get also in the DLC. It's very useful. Very useful. What the silver pendant does, when you use it, it makes this giant orb around you with like light and stuff like that. And when you're fighting against the final boss, Manus, in the DLC, he sends out like dark, like humanity type magic, abyss magic. I mean, whatever it's called. And it like rains down from above you, and if you activate it just before that, the orb will dissipate all of the projectiles. I mean, it's only active for a couple seconds, but you can keep using it over and over and over again. And you can see I have like the Gravelord sword and stuff like that. Those you get from joining. You can get that from joining the Gravelord Servant Covenant. But you can only get it once per character. Not once per playthrough, once per character. So if you see, like, somebody wielding 2 of them, then they've either modded the game or something. The Grant, there's a Leroy Jenkins reference in this game. And we're going to fight him. Crystal Halberd, Lucerne. Lucerne's really cool because we're not gonna... the Great Scythe I actually did not find until my 6th playthrough of this game. The Life Hunt Scythe is pretty damn cool. A Notched Whip, Guardian Tail. I don't know where... I don't think I have the regular Widow. Don't think that's an actual item in the game, though. I'm just trying to reduce the amount of stuff in my inventory when on hand so I don't have to scroll so much. But there are 2 different types of Ulasil Catalyst, one in the DLC, one that is, and one of them you can buy from Dusk Ulasil. The other one you can buy from Elizabeth, a giant mushroom. But anyways, stupid ants. The Sanctus you also get from Leroy. I think it's Paladin, because the character, the Black Phantom, the Red Phantom's name... There's not Black Phantoms, that's in Demon Souls. The Red Phantom's name is Paladin Leroy, and you can only participate in these online events. It's really weird how you can participate in these online events, but they're scripted, so they're part of the game. So you don't have to be connected to the online in order to experience this online stuff. Well, it's the same every time. At least you get to experience it and get, like, a full set of armor and items and stuff like that.
Well, I'm on if it requires me.
So you need to give him embers and stuff. Ooh, I can upgrade this. Let's upgrade the Lightning Murakomo to +5. So, Knight and Royal Helm and Sack. The Royal Helm you get from one of the blacksmiths if you kill him. It's nothing that's extraordinary in terms of defense or stats or anything. Yes, I bought an assload of arrows.
Most weapons and armor. The nice thing about...
So, down here is the Titanite Demon. We're not going to deal with him right now. We're going to deal with that when we go to Darkroot Garden. But we might deal with some more in Sen's Fortress, which is out here. But we can't go there yet until we've rung both Bells of Awakening. And the second Bell of Awakening is a long-ass way away. So, here's one of the characters I'm going to progress with his storyline. This is Siegmeyer of, Katarina. Had to think of the name for a second.
Oh, forgive me. I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegmeyer of Katarina.
Siegmeyer.
Quite honestly, I've run flat up against a wall. Or a gate, I should say. The thing just won't budge. No matter how long I wait. And oh, have I waited. So, here I sit, in quite a pickle, weighing my options, so to speak. Still closed. Still closed.
So when you talk to him here, I don't think you have to talk to him here, but you do have to talk to him once Sen's Fortress is opened. You do find him in an area, and he's the one who gives you the Tiny Beings Ring, which is also a starter item. You don't really need it. You really don't. The Master Key is the best thing you can get, and every other item you can get finding in the game. I mean, you can buy the Master Key, but that's not for a while. And starting out with the Master Key is so goddamn useful. I've never played a character without the Master Key. Master Key's like, yes, just straight up. So there's Artorias, Goff, and Kieran, all in a row. Their armor sets, and those are 3 out of the 4 Knights of Gwyn. And and the fourth one is Ornstein the Dragon Slayer. Now the interesting thing is that let's go to I want the cursed one. Now if you upgrade the straight sword hilt, which you start out with, for every character you start out with the broken ass sword that you have, not the straight sword, not the broken sword, but the straight sword hilt. That's the only way you can get it, is when you start out with it. If you upgrade that to plus 10 and use the soul of Sif, S-I-F, you can you get the uncursed version of the uncursed greatsword of Artorias. Now if you use a like broadsword plus 10, you get the cursed version. So let's see. Let's get the wolf ring. Now poise is pretty useful against when you're like getting hit with attacks. It reduces your down there is just a small soul. I'm not gonna get it right now. I think it's a small soul of the lost undead, so it's the lowest one, like 200. Now here is Solar Rastora's thing. So if you said yes to him and accepted the items from him, then you can summon him as a phantom throughout the game. I'm gonna try my best to go throughout his stuff, because you can summon him in the final boss battle, but I have not been able to do that yet. So here's our first big boss battle, going up as Artorias. This is also the only enemy that you can cut off his tail that is not a dragon. So, Gargoyle Tail Axe, everybody. It's a pretty good item. And here I'm making it look really easy because I have a great sword. But you really want to be using your shield here and rolling like crazy. And this second one, which appears only when the first Bell Gargoyle is at half health, you can, and when he's breathing fire, just go around him. So, since you summoned Solar of Astor, you get a Sunlight Medal. And I got the Gargoyle Helm, which has a chance of dropping from killing them. You get a Gargoyle Tail Axe, the Gargoyle Halberd, the Gargoyle Shield, and the Gargoyle Helm. And I already got the all the items out of all those Gargoyle Helms, definitely. The Halberd is pretty powerful. I don't use it. It's just not my kind of thing. So the only two that are actual gargoyles and don't move are the ones without any weapons or armor. Let's ring this Bell of Awakening. Cha-ching. Alright, let's go back down. Now there's going to be a character named Oswald, and do not attack him. One of my friends attacked him because he thought he was an enemy, and he done goofed. Oh, he done goofed.
Greetings. I am Oswald of Kareem, the Pardoner. Thou appearest to let cometh out to confess.
So you can abandon the Covenant safely, which does not lower your ranking with them. I think so, but the request absolution is very interesting in that you can also buy Karmic Justice from him, and a Velka Talisman, Blood and Poison Bite, and 10 Rings of Sacrifice, and I'm going to buy them all. So I can keep my large amount of souls for now. But anyways, the request absolution is very interesting.
Thou art welcome anytime. It is only human to commit a sin.
That laughter is very creepy. Anyways, the request absolution is you want to use that, and it's based off your soul level. Your soul, because my soul level is like excessively high, it's gonna be, it's like 400,000. But if you, let's say, if I accidentally attacked an NPC that was not hostile at all, what would happen is if you can get away from the NPC, and trust me, sometimes they will hunt you down. They will try as hard as they can. You do the request absolution, and they'll reset and forget everything about it. So soul level 1 is going to be really cheap, but the more you level up, the more it costs. And it's very useful if you accidentally attack an NPC. So if I attacked the guy with the zombie merchant, and I ran away, and I could get request absolution, and he'd be back to normal. So, yeah, pretty useful. It's actually very useful. So, we are going to, let's see, what else we're gonna do. Save here at the Firelink Shrine, and so there's the Gargoyle Tail Axe, which is Titanite shards and everything, so you can make it raw, crystal, all that stuff. Let's push everything away, off to storing it. The bottomless box you do get to keep through New Game Pluses. You start out with it. There's tiny beings ring. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. You want to keep rings of sacrifice. I mean, you might be wasting money with it, but you're really not. I have all 4 of the night rings. There's Kieran's, there's Hawkeye Go's, there's Artorius's, which is one that's equipped, and the lion one, the Leo ring, is Ornstein. Now, the Ornstein fight is interesting in that there's 2 bosses, technically, just like the Gargoyle fight, except you start out with them. There's Executioner Smo and Dragon Slayer Ornstein. If you kill Smo first and then Ornstein, you can buy Ornstein's armor and create his spear and get his ring when you kill him. If you do the opposite, you could do everything with Smo, but Smo does not have a ring, so you don't get an immediate reward from killing him. Apart from, hey, do, kind of like, yay, I beat him. But right now, we are going to go back to where we started. To the Undead Asylum. So you don't have to run, you don't have to actually jump off, you can just roll. But, first, we want to grab this. And, let's go, ah, shit. Now you can hear snoring coming from under there. And the water will go away when we ring the second teleporter. Now we can do one of 2 things. We can either not talk to him until we kill the 4 kings, or 2, we can talk to him and we cannot join the Dark Wraith Covenant. And once you kill the 4 kings down in New Lawn Ruins, this other primordial serpent comes and he talks about how the one that's snoring under there is a liar, or is like, oh, blah blah blah. He's talking nonsense and stuff like that. So you can join the Dark Wraith Covenant, and you can get the Dark Hand, and if you upgrade to rank 2 of that Covenant, you can get the full Dark Wraith set. I think you start with a sword. I'm not sure. I have to read that up. And the Dark Sword is pretty useful. And you start out with a Dark Hand to take humanity, and the whole Covenant is just based on you have to... not have to. The whole basis of the Covenant is to invade other worlds and take and kill them to get humanity and stuff like that. Not much for that. I like the Sunlight Covenant, the Warrior of Sunlight, so I can use my Sunlight Spear and just completely just lightning bolts. It's gonna be Zeus, for Christ's sakes. Zeus. So the first time you're curled up like a ball there, you have to wait a while, but from now on you don't have to wait forever. Once you go into a curled ball, it'll start the cutscene. So now there's a giant ass bird's nest here, and I think that tombstone that was right next to the bird's nest twitched like crazy. So now there's new enemies here. There's gonna be, I don't know why I didn't riposte. That attack where they kind of charge you with the flame, you really want to watch out for that one. That's probably their worst attack, because it's multiple attacks. Break them pops, just like Zelda. We're not going to walk in the middle of it just yet. We're going to keep on running. There are 2 Black Knights here. One is up here. And stab him right in the crotch. There we go. Yeah, you can also get a red Titanite chunk from him. He does not respawn. Like I said, the only ones that respawn are in the final area of the game. And there's the guy that helped us get out in the first place. But let's go see him. He's gone hollow, so he attacks you, and you get his shield from him. You do not get his sword, because we already have his sword. And you do not get his armor, because we get the armor in Dark Garden. I'm gonna see if I can try and do a two-handed riposte. But I don't think it's going to, and he keeps kicking me in. Come on, you stupid fuck. Come on! See, I can afford to do this because of my health and stuff, but... Come on. You stupid son of... And it didn't work. Screw it. So, boom, Crest Shield. Has the same stats as the Dragon Crest Shield, but I think lowered defense for the... yeah, that's right. We need to go back to our cell that we started the game in. I'm gonna go back to where we began. And sorry about that. Sorry. Got something stuck in my throat. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go kill the other Dark Knight. Yeah, it's Batman. I'm Batman. We're going to kill him because there's an item in our cell that we need if we want to get another dragon weapon. There we go. And he gives another red Titanite chunk. And those are used for the fire and chaos weapons. So this peculiar doll, pretty damn cool. It unlocks an extra area in the game called the Painted World of Area. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's Ariamis. So Ariami or Ariamis, something. I don't know how it's officially pronounced because they never say it in game. So take it how you will. Probably shouldn't have sat there, but whatever. Just in case something goes horribly wrong. So we are going to go get probably one of the most useful rings for me. So if you've seen like how I've been walking in water so far, I've not been like kind of like slow, like even if I'm sprinting, I'm still sprinting like normal, as if I'm walking on, you know, here. Is when you get that, if you get that key that I got right before we got here. Then we can open up this door, which is the only door that was locked before. So here, you don't be sure you don't walk to fall down. There's the item, the rusted iron ring. What this does is when you're in liquid, like, you know, like if you're walking water and you can't run as fast. Let's see if I can go through here. Nope. If you're walking water and you can't run as fast as you do, like I am here, you equip the rusted iron ring, you can walk the same as you do in water as you do on land. Yeah. I think that they should, if they do, I don't think they're going to do another DLC. There we go. The stray demon is essentially the Asylum demons, but then again, there were 2 of them to start out with. There's going to be a 3rd demon that looks just like this, except he's going to be on fire. Now, if you see, like, this giant, like, right there, that means he's getting a bleed attack. Like, he gets his bleed meter at the max, and so he gets a bigger chunk of health taken away from him. Here we go. So this is where you can get a Titanite Slab right off the bat. You can get it really early, but you can get it as early as, you know, unlocking that shortcut. But I wouldn't recommend it because you want to level up a little bit. I think that was the Titanite Shard or Homeward Bone. Ring of the Evil Eye is down in the depths. I don't remember where it is. I'm probably not going to show where it is because I'm not going to... The depths... Fuck that place. Just straight up, I hate it. I mean, I like the boss there, but I just don't like going through it because it's a maze. Freaking maze. Ow. There we go. Kill these guys. Kill that one, and kill that one. So, what I'm going to do is, when we beat the DLC, we're going to come back here, and I'm going to show you guys that we can get the, a really cool spell, which is similar to, Homing Soul Mass. It's called Pursuers, and it takes up 2 slots, but it's pretty damn powerful. It's essentially Homing Soul Mass, or Homing Crystal Soul Mass, whichever one you prefer to use. They're 2 different spells, though. But it's dark, it's abyss magic, so it looks like humanity. So we're back here. And I think that's probably gonna do it for this session. Yeah, I think so. This is gonna be close to the end of the episode because it's getting kind of long. It's like 39 minutes. So I guess we're gonna stop here, and I'll see you guys later.